Hello band parents. I just wanted to make a quick video here to let you know what we're going to be doing for the rest of the year in band here at Carroll Magna Middle School. So Happy New Year. Before we get going with that, I do want to say two things thinking about December. First of all, thank you so much for the very generous Christmas gifts that some of you sent to me and the other teachers here at Carroll. It's very kind of you. It means a lot to be remembered around the holidays. Thank you. It's very kind. It really meant a lot to me, and I know it meant a lot to the other teachers here at the school. So thank you for that. Also, with thinking about December, I'm so proud of our concert in December. It was really good. All three of our bands, sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, all of them played so well, and the music it was just so much fun. And I loved your energy, friends and family who were there. Thank you for all of that. And I know you're proud of your kids too. Speaking of that concert, the papers that you wrote little messages, if you remember. I'll show you that real quick. I'm here in the band room on Friday, January 2nd. So we've got those hanging up here in the room, and also we had to use two walls. You guys wrote so many, so thank you so much for that. So the kids get to come in here and they see these every day, and I know it means a lot to them to get those positive messages every day. So thank you for writing those. All right, so let's talk about this year. First of all, concert dates. So February 25th is going to be the 8th grade band only, and that will be at Sanderson High School. That will not be here. And this is a really fun event where we will play first, and then the Sanderson bands will play after us. So our kids get to hear the Sanderson bands, and we'll probably do a piece all together. So our 8th grade kids will get to play together on stage with the high school kids, and that'll be really fun for them. And then at the end of the year, our concert is scheduled for May 21st. That's for all three bands, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade bands. And that will be here at Carroll. So what will we be learning for the rest of the year? The beginning of the year is pretty rushed, trying to get ready for the December concert, and there's a lot of things that and kids get sick and that kind of thing, and it feels like we're always short on time. Now we've got a little more time to do more things, and one of the things that I really want to take some time to do is composition and improvisation, where kids will get to write their own music. They'll learn about improvising their own music and that kind of thing. It's really fun. It's about creativity and about kids not only playing music that other composers have written. That's great, and we'll keep doing that, obviously. But it's great for them to make their own music, and for them to use their own voice and their own ideas and their own feelings, and learning to share their feelings through their instrument. And I love it, and hopefully they will too. It'll be fun. 6th grade, January and February, we will be learning new things on our instrument. We'll learn some new notes. We'll learn some new rhythms, like dotted half note rhythms, new types of articulation. So learning how to play with some notes accented, learning how to play with some notes slurred, or playing staccato or short notes, all that kind of stuff. And all of this will be using our textbook, which is on my website. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but we don't have a printed textbook in this class. Everything is on my website, so kids can access it at home on their Chromebooks too, to practice. In March and April, we'll be getting ready for our concert coming up at the end of the year. So sometime during March, we'll transition to learning full-length pieces of concert music. So the concert in May will not look like the concert that we just did in December. It will be 3 or 4 full pieces of concert, like full length, like 2-minute long pieces of concert music. Think what we did with Jingle Bells, only longer, and that's all we will do. So it'll be more kind of what you might expect from a band concert. You won't believe how much they will grow and learn and change from the December concert to the May concert. It's going to blow your mind. You just wait. So that's 6th grade. 7th grade, so we're going to get into expanding the range of notes that we can play up into higher notes, especially for instruments like clarinet. They're going to learn notes in their upper register. And the more they practice this at home, they need to actually get stronger to play higher notes. You need the muscles that you use to play the instruments do need to kind of build up some strength, and so the more they can practice at home, the easier this is going to be. We'll talk about that in a minute. So upper register notes for all instruments, advanced techniques, more complex, more demanding music. They played some very impressive music at their December concert, and we're just going to keep doing that as we get ready for the concert in May. So anyway, that's 7th grade. 8th grade, continuing doing what we're doing, performing as much as possible. Again, we have that extra concert in 8th grade in February. The music is going to get more demanding. They're going to have to learn concert music faster. Like when they get back next week, we're going to start learning music for this February concert right away because there's not much time, right? We got to go. There's going to be more opportunities, like we will audition to play the national anthem at a Durham Bulls baseball game. This is something that we've done for the past couple years, and it's really fun. It's a great way to end the year. It's a really fun thing to do. Hopefully we will audition and we will be accepted. We've been accepted every year that we've auditioned so far, so I like our chances. But I'll let you know, and I'll let you know when they assign us a date for what game we're playing. I will let you know as soon as possible. And then, of course, 8th grade, we're getting ready for high school band. It's coming. And I'll have information for you about what classes to register for, and are you doing concert band, are you doing marching band, are you doing jazz band? All your questions will be answered. I'll make sure that I get you the correct information from your high school. I assume most of you are going to Sanderson. Kids who are not going to Sanderson, we'll make sure that we get you your information also. So, New Year. How about a New Year's resolution? If you're into New Year's resolutions, maybe a good one would be to get back into practicing those instruments every week. The more this is just something I really hope to impart on the kiddos. The more you practice your instrument correctly, we'll talk about that in a minute. The more you practice your instrument, the easier it gets and the more fun it is. One of the things that's kind of hard for me as a teacher is I see kids sometimes, excuse me, when I see kids struggling, I see kids looking sad because they're not getting it. They're having a hard time playing their instrument, but they don't study. They don't practice, and so they're not getting it, and it's hard for them, and so it stops being fun. And of course it is, right? It's not fun to be bad at something, all right? but if they just put in a little practice time and took the time to really to figure out this stuff that we're learning in class for themselves, I would think they would enjoy it a lot more. And that's what I want. That's what I want for the kids. I want them. This is supposed to be fun, right? I want this to be their favorite class. I want this to be the thing that they look forward to the most when they come to school every day. Even we're not talking practicing every. I don't even think practicing every day is a good idea for middle schoolers. It's not necessary, and it might be too much. 2 or 3 days a week, for 20 minutes. That's fine. That's great. But practicing correctly, where we're actively trying to sound better. We're not just trying to get through it. So what I mean is, if you're playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, let me point away from the camera here. If you're practicing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and it's like this, well, you're practicing. You're getting better at sounding like that. Whatever we practice, we're going to get better at doing that. So I just got better at sounding like that. Is that what we want to do? Is that how we want to sound? So it's about practicing correctly and slowing down and actually fixing mistakes, and slow, correct repetitions. Slow, correct repetitions. And all the, I don't want to make this video half an hour long, so I'm not going to get into this too much, but on my website, on the, this is our textbook that I was just talking about before. So this is what we use to learn all our notes and stuff like that. And in the very first page, this wall of text right here, these are resources and strategies that kids can and should be using while they're practicing. These are all the tricks. This is what we do in class. This is what, if they practice this way, they will get better. It's all right here. All they got to do is read it. And parents, you can read this and you can help them, and you can make sure that they're actually doing these things and they're not just blasting through the music loud and bad and not fixing anything. If you want to get involved with their practice. So anyway, this is something I care a lot about. In case you can't tell, I helping kids practice correctly, so that they don't just get worse and they don't just get more frustrated and want to quit. I don't want that, right? So I care about this a lot, and that's why I keep talking about it. Yeah, but I wish I could bottle this up and just give it to the kids. It's not homework. Don't think about it like homework. It's not homework that you have to do. It's getting better at something that you love to do. I would that paradigm shift. I wish I could just give that to every kid. Yeah, and another thing that they can do to practice, even without their instruments, listening to great musicians, and it doesn't have to be someone on their instrument, although they should definitely spend some time doing that. Listen to great musicians who inspire them, whether it's classical musicians or jazz or mariachi or pop or whatever. Anything that makes them go, oh, I want to sound like that. That was really good. What was that? For me, there's a lot of classical musicians. Look, and there's my hero up here. There he is in the back of the room. There's Louis Armstrong right there. He's been my inspiration since high school. I mean, I want to feel when I play. I want to feel the way I feel when I listen to him. I wish I could bottle that. Again, I wish I could bottle that up and give that to every kid in my room. I really do. Listen, because if we don't listen to great musicians, we don't know what we want to sound like. And so anyway, again, I'm trying to not make this half an hour long. Sorry, I care a lot about this, as you can tell. I think that's kind of it. Oh, yeah, another thing. In addition to practicing at home, you know, kids can come get help from me, because I know it's hard. It's hard to figure this stuff out on your own, especially for like 6th graders or 7th graders who are just beginners. They're just starting out. Come get help from me. I'm here in the morning before school. I have hallway duty, but I can still help kids while I'm standing out there. They can come see me after school. Parents, if you can come pick them up in carpool, maybe like 2:45. Shoot me a message on Talking Points and make sure that I'm going to be here. I don't have like a staff meeting or something. You know, we can do that. Also, we have this block of time during the school day from 8:38 to 9:13. But we have this block of about half an hour ish where kids can come in here during the school day if they don't have some other assignment they're supposed to be doing in their core class. And we have kind of like band club, where basically it's just the band room is open and kids can come in here and practice on their own, or they can come and get some one-on-one help from me. This is available every day, right now. Any kid can do it. So remind them of that, and maybe encourage them to do it, because that's what I'm here for. I want to help, but they gotta come get the help. So anyway, Happy New Year, and hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know, and I can maybe make a video like this once every month or two if that would be helpful. So thank you, and we'll see you at the concert.